Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming at you again with another vid. I want to give a shout out to the brother Blood Boxing, Renell Sports, and Ticket TV. Now, they're the ones who actually put up a video on this situation between Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder. For those who have not seen the video, for those who are not aware of the situation between Deontay Wilder and Mike Tyson, I'm going to go ahead and post a link to the interview that Deontay Wilder gave on Fight Hype on radio, and you can take a look at it from there. Now, in that interview, Deontay Wilder pretty much went off. He went off on past champions and Mike Tyson. And I heard the brother Blood's video about this. He was wondering what other champions that he's talking about other than Mike Tyson. Well, brother, he's actually talking about Toney. Now, as you may not recall, or others may have recalled, 3 years ago. Well, before I get into that Toney situation, where Deontay Wilder was referring to him as well, other than Mike Tyson. Now, going to the Mike Tyson situation, the reason why Deontay went off on Mike Tyson on that interview, because 4 days ago, Mike Tyson came out and said that he was very impressed with Anthony Joshua. He's big. He's got skill. He's still got some, he's got to start to do some little bit of improvements here and there. But I don't think that Deontay Wilder is ready to fight all the other big heavyweights, including Anthony Joshua. So, of course, Deontay took that personal. And this is not the first time that Tyson had said something you can deem as a bit negative. For some people may say it was negative towards Deontay Wilder, but I thought it was a bit of a constructive criticism, because 3 years ago, when Mike Tyson was asked about Deontay Wilder, what is his perception of him, and his perspective of him, and Mike said, he gave a diplomatic answer that he can give at his best. He said, "Look, I think the kid's got talent, he's got skills, he's got power, but he lacks in many areas, and he needs to work on it, right?" And when Deontay heard those comments, he took that very personal. I thought he shouldn't have taken it personal. I thought that he should have taken that as a, this is an OG who's been in the game for a long time. He's very respected. He was one of the most feared champions in history. I should go ahead and heed to his advice and, heed to his criticism, right? So Deontay didn't take those words very kindly 3 years ago, so he decided to take it to Twitter and put Mike Tyson on blast by tagging him on his Twitter feed and called him a hater. "You're a washed-up champion. You just mad because I broke your knockout streak, whatnot." At that time, I think Deontay was 30 fights in, and he had 31 wins or 31 come by way of knockout, whatnot. And Tyson's streak stopped at at 22 or something like that. I think it was 22-23. Well, nah. Yeah, it was 22-23, and Wilder broke that record a while back before these comments came in. But anyways, he tagged Tyson in the Twitter feed, and then Toney decided to chime in, and when he saw those comments, he called out Deontay Wilder, called him a little bitch. "How dare you?" This is only from paraphrasing. I'm not saying this word for word. He said, "Look, you little bitch, how dare you gonna call out Mike Tyson, a respected legend, man? Now, if you want to fight somebody, why don't you fight me, motherfucker? You little pussy." That's what he called Deontay Wilder. I'm not sure if Deontay Wilder responded to that, but I do recall is that during the whole week, Toney was on a tirade calling out Deontay Wilder for a fight. And obviously Deontay ignored him. So that's who he was talking about as far as the other former champions. I don't think he was talking about other former champions other than Toney and Mike Tyson. I think those are the two that he was targeting in that interview with Fight Hype. And then on the other hand, Deontay does have a bit of a point. He's like, "Look, if people like Mike Tyson feel this way about me, why don't he call me and we can talk about it? Why don't he reach out to me and show me what he can do to help me develop my skills?" That's all I'm asking for. And, he may have a point there. But the thing is that why didn't Deontay call Mike Tyson up 3 years ago when Mike Tyson had this constructive feedback about him, constructive criticism about him? Why did he call him up, and then did he decide to go ahead and take it to Twitter and call him out and call him a has-been and washed-up champion who's mad that I broke his KO streak? I thought Deontay wasn't wrong for that, to be honest with you. So, Yeah, like I said, I have to agree with Blood on this one, man. I just think that Deontay don't need to take this personal, man. I just think that he should take this as a take this constructively and say, you know what, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong. I'm gonna go ahead and fight all the top heavyweights, and I'm gonna show Mike Tyson that I'm ready for those heavyweights. And this is one area that I do disagree with Mike. Much as I respect him in a way, other than the fact that he is a Donald Trump supporter, man, man, I don't know about that. But anyways, well, he is. But anyways, other than that, yeah, I disagree with him about Deontay not being ready for the top heavyweights. I think Deontay is ready. Then again, perhaps Mike is looking at the fact that, look, the guy's went in 37 pro fights. He's only fought one top 10 heavyweight, 38, I should say, one top 10 heavyweight. And then you fought, actually, you know what? I think he fought two, because Malik Scott, I think when he fought Malik Scott, I think Malik Scott was rated in the top 10 when he fought him. Yeah. So he got two on his belt. You fought two top 10 heavyweights, and you fought two top 15 heavyweights. So I think that's what Tyson's looking at, because if you look at Tyson's record, he went in, his 20th pro fight, I think it was 20th or his 21st pro fight, he got a world title shot against the top 10 heavyweight, Trevor Berbick. Okay? Of course, he crushed him and knocked him out in that fight. And then after Tyson beat Berbick, what happened after the first fight? After he beats Berbick, he goes in. Well, actually, no, it was not the 20th pro fight. My bad. It was the 28th pro fight. He fights the top 10 heavyweight, right? He gets Trevor Berbick, right? He beats him, gets in the unification bout with Bone Crusher Smith, whatnot, and beats him in a unanimous decision. We all know that Bone Crusher Smith was in survival mode the entire fight, whatnot, was holding blatantly on Tyson. And then after that, he fights Speakman Thomas, who was another top 10 heavyweight at the time. Then he gets a unification bout with Tony Tucker for the undisputed title, beats him, another top 10 heavyweight. Then Tyrell Biggs, another top 10 heavyweight, who was rated number 6 at the time when they fought. And then he fought Larry Holmes coming out of retirement. Obviously, that's a Hall of Famer, Larry Holmes. And then in his 34th pro fight, he fought Tony Tubbs, who was rated in the top 10. And then after his 35th pro fight, he fought probably the number 2 heavyweight in that time, or number 3, Michael Spinks, who was the lineal champion, and beat him to capture it. So Tyson is probably looking at that from that perspective, saying, look, up to my 28th pro fight, I was fighting top 10 heavyweights up to my 28th pro fight. Well, not until my 28th pro fight, I was fighting top 10 heavyweights. It took you, what, almost 34 fights or something within, to fight top 10 heavyweights. So that's probably what he's, is looking at it from. Again, I'm repeating myself. That's probably what Tyson is referring to in that situation. But again, like I said, man, I think Deontay should say, shouldn't, again, I'm repeating myself. He should not take this personal. Just prove everyone wrong, man. And this is one thing I gotta say to Deontay, man. Not everyone is gonna favor you, man. You're gonna get a lot of people that praise you, and of course, there's a lot of people out there that support you. I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that criticize you, and sometimes you have to listen to those who criticize you, and you're gonna have to go out there and prove them wrong. I mean, Evander Holyfield's an excellent example. Maybe you should reach out to Evander Holyfield and ask him how does he deal with criticism from a psychological perspective. Because Evander, time and time again throughout his career, especially at heavyweight, was told that he was a paper champion. He will amount to nothing. He will never be considered an all-time great. And what did he do? He proved everyone wrong, especially when people thought he couldn't win the Riddick Bowe rematch, when Riddick Bowe beat him the first time. Okay? When people said that he couldn't beat a Hall of Famer Dwight Muhammad Qawi in his 12th pro fight at cruiserweight, people thought he wasn't ready for that fight. He proved everyone wrong then. When the doctor told him that he had no chance of fighting again due to a serious heart condition, what did he do? He proved the medical experts wrong in that situation. All right. When he entered the Mike Tyson fight as a 25-1 underdog, he proved everyone wrong. Nobody thought he can, people at that time believed that he wouldn't even make it past 2 rounds in that fight, leading up to that first Tyson fight. I remember that too. And I'll be honest with you, I was very fearful of Evander's life, going into that fight with Tyson, man. I was very fearful. But again, he proved all the naysayers wrong. So as long as you have the heart, as long as you have the physical and the mental mentality to do things that people say that you're not going to do, that what makes you great. And that's what Deontay needs to learn, man. I think you need to reach out to Evander Holyfield, man. Honestly, I think you need to, man. And, then again, why not? If Mike Tyson doesn't call you, then maybe you should call Mike Tyson and ask him, then you guys talk out and tell out your differences, man. That's just my take on it. Let me know what your thoughts on this. Care to comment, share, subscribe. Signing off. Peace.